Poles in Lithuania say they are being persecuted for using their native language to spell Polish street names and even surnames. But authorities in Vilnius say their actions fall well within the country's laws. RT's Alexei Yashevsky reports.
Shop owner Galina decided to make life easier for the Poles living in rural Lithuania. She put signs in both Lithuanian and Polish languages in her store. But then authorities said she would be fined €200 for violating the state language law. According to it, all signs in the country must be strictly in Lithuanian.
I didn't feel as if I was doing anything wrong. This was something the local Polish community needed. Besides, I had the official state language on these signs as well. This is a violation of human rights. I was told I could have signs in English, German or French, but not in Polish.
Almost 250,000 ethnic Poles live in Lithuania. For centuries, Warsaw ruled this land. So nowadays, in some villages, the Polish amounts to over 80% of the population. Another sticking point is the street names in villages where the Polish community lives. It is not the fact that Poles use both languages, but that they use word-for-word translation, which enrages the authorities in Vilnius. Secretary of the Polish Council in Lithuania says that they cannot even spell their names right. All ID cards and passports of ethnic Poles must be written in the state language. Edward Truszewicz says that the history of Polish-Lithuanian relations have a hard past, but it must have been left behind when the two countries became members of the EU.
Lithuania was so keen on becoming part of the EU that they signed several documents on accession. One of those was the European Charter on National Minorities. It says that we can easily use our native language. But now, for some reason, the Lithuanian authorities are rolling back on their obligations to Brussels.
We turn to the body which oversees the use of language for answers. It says no obligation was violated and that in fact Vilnius had every right to persecute the use of Polish.
Indeed, the Charter on National Minorities gives the Poles in Lithuania the right to use their language. But at the same time, the document says that a law of a country prevails over the Charter's clauses. And according to the law in Lithuania, we have every right to fine them for using their language on signs.
Some Poles living in Lithuania suggest that this is Vilnius's revenge for centuries of Polish occupation. Authorities, on the other hand, refute such claims and say that a decision on the use of Polish is being discussed within the country's parliament. But nobody can tell what will prevail, the attitude to the events of the past or the wish to be part of the united European legislation. Alexei Yashevsky, RT, reporting from Vilnius in